Welcome back to Angel's Citadel, one and all. This is Josh Wallace. I am your storyteller, your gatekeeper to the game room in the Citadel basement with snacks and goodies and associated stuff for your comfort and enjoyment. And this is Numenera Slaves of the Machine God by Monty Cook Games. Session, shoot, I don't know, we're on
13, I think.
13 or something like that. Anyway, we've got a few. You can go check them out at the YouTube page and the link in the chat, our link tree. We've got most of the places you can chase us around the internet. And let's get this started. We've got my full cast here, which is awesome. Why don't you kick us off, Rusty?
Hi, I'm Rusty, Rusty T Robot in the Twitch chat and Rusty the Robot in the Discord. I'm playing Duran the Fist von Serre, an intimidating glaive who needs no weapons.
Awesome. And as you mentioned, please come chase us in the Discord too. We'd love to chat RPGs with you and talk about the game and answer your questions. So, Joanne.
Hi, I'm Joanne Wallace, the other half of Angel Citadel. I am playing Chips Are Done, a serene wright who has a third hand.
Hannah.
I'm Hannah. I'm Game Snack on the Discord, and I play Andabel, a civic-minded Arcus who works miracles.
And then our lovely Nano.
Hello. I'm Quartz, or Quartz Crush in the Discord, and I play Thalo Sarah Luna, a mystical nano who crafts illusions.
Colorful illusions.
They do always be colorful.
And I can fly now.
And you can fly now.
Oh, no.
Last time on Slaves of the Machine God. No, that is never going to get old, and I'm never going to stop doing that because I'm an infant, okay?
It's okay. I'm going to laugh at it every time, so it's fine. All right. So, last time, we resumed on the Burning Pillar, fending off hangovers and hunting for Nord, one of our townspeople, who has a propensity for getting his dumb self kidnapped every time we turn around. Sparati, the owner of the Blazing Pillar, thinks he might be in the heart of the pillar, which is sort of like its magic engine room or something. It's magic or something, and it's probably not dangerous, but we are going to have to go and find him. We summoned Chips and Radius because I'm not going to try and do this alone and with none of us sober. The door, which Sparati escorts us to, is opened by curiosity and wanting to make friends. So the gals managed to get it open. Radius and Fisto are, well, partially robots to completely robots, so they have less success with that endeavor, but the door lets them inside anyway, so it's fine. Sparati, on the other hand, is rejected by the door, which causes her to experience feelings and go stumbling off to have more drinks. Chips and Andabel attempt to communicate with the heart of the pillar. It doesn't talk back. So we take a left because we don't know what else to do. At which point, the DM decided he was going to intrude with the giggling of a disembodied child voice, which prompted precisely the reactions you're expecting. Chip started bouncing a rubber ball and invited it to play, causing a monster face to appear, and then a wacky colored garden, and then it all disappeared and was just a wall again. There was a lot of that while we were in the heart of the pillar. Stuff appearing and then not appearing, and us wandering around. That went on for a while, before we heard snoring and found Nort asleep on the floor, well, in the floor. He had sort of sunk partially into the stone, floor and would not wake up or get out of the floor. Chips managed to use her inexplicable wright powers to get him out of the floor with Radius and Fisto's powerful upper body strength, because the rest of us have 0 upper body strength. But we did eventually get him out of the floor, where we made fun of him a great deal for having gotten himself kidnapped again, this time by some sort of crystal ghost thing that likes making friends with people. Because he's going to keep doing that, sounds like. We did decide to see if we could figure out why Sparati isn't welcome anymore, so Chips and Annabelle tried to talk to the Heart of the Spire some more. It turned out that the problem is that she's a regular mortal flesh beast, and the Blazing Pillar is a rock, and rocks live a much longer life than regular ordinary meat people. So we left the Heart of the Spire. Annabelle and Sparati had a heart-to-heart, which was mostly just depressing, but we have suggested that possibly the one of the word is not robot.
Automaton.
That's the word. One of the automatons that we are looking for might be willing to come and keep the Spire company, since the automatons also have significantly longer lifespans than meat people. Advancements all around. Radius's tendril crawler is repaired, which is an incredibly disgusting description I'm not repeating. And Chip sets Philo up with a propulsion solution for her flying project, which Annabelle was not consulted on prior to doing, obviously. Back to you.
Amazing. All right. So, you have a working vehicle that can move a significant distance. You have a general direction that Delend is in, where Cord the Philosopher is supposedly going to be, under the changing sun or something. You have no idea what that means, but
after consulting the map, it was going to be like a 3-month trip or something to get out there, right? It was a super long time.
if you were going by foot, yes. If you are going on the tendril crawler, however, it is much, much shorter. It's probably going to take you a week to a week and a half to reach the general area. Actually, finding Delend is probably a little more difficult. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, presumably acquiring supplies for a 2-week or so foray out into the wild will be simpler than a 6 months or so foray out into the wild.
Quite possibly, yes. The Amber Keep has been slowly starting to grow crops with the help of the Blue Tongues and others that have come and decided to help in that endeavor. Your settlement's population has gone up some. I got to get the tally updated, but it's slowly growing, and yeah, you can pack that much. You could probably pack a month worth.
So, Radius, does the tentacle octopus car thing, does it like eat food or gasoline or mana crystals or dark matter, or stop me at any time?
There is a device at its heart that powers it. It does not need food per se.
Got it. All right. So why don't we just gather together those necessaries and check in with Mayor Cornpone and make sure that we won't be messing up anything if we take off. They don't have any like little last things they need us to clear up first.
Poor Kadri.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mayor Cockatoo's going to be fine without us.
You go see Kadri, and she almost looks sad. Like, oh, you're leaving again?
Well, yes. What's the matter, honey? Did you need something before we go?
Well, no, but it's nice having a second ride around, and you know the she looks around and she leans in. That Nano's shows seem to do pretty well keeping people's spirits up. Don't tell her.
No,
I don't want it to get to her head.
No,
Yeah,
you're
well.
you're 100% correct in that assessment. 100%.
She's really
But
quite colorful. I really like her stuff.
it's visually spectacular. She has, however, recently learned how to fly, which I feel like we should probably not have her doing around here as like a testing ground. Cause Chips is building machinery about it, and they're just doing stuff.
I'm sorry. Did you say fly?
Yeah, it's an improvement, apparently.
She kind of glances over in the direction of Thalos' stage, like where that is in the town, and then back at Andabel and kind of back and forth between the two. And, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're just gonna keep them away from things I don't want them to burn down for a little bit
Phalo
while they
is
work
flying
the
around.
kinks out of that. Definitely not. Oh, damn it! She's doing it now, isn't she?
Phalo's flying around on the stage, but she somehow accidentally gotten upside down, so she's kind of being pulled around a little bit upside down by her feet, trying to control the propulsion.
You see Kadri's mouth just sort of fall open.
Doran's kind of got a like a string tied around her ankle, just to be safe.
A string tied around her ankle. Oh God!
I'm really getting the hang of it, I think.
You sure are getting the hang of it 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them away from civilized folk before they do something terrible.
Yeah, perhaps that would be best. But do make sure they come back alive. You know, it would be a sadder
the
place
plan.
here at Emberkeep without her.
That's it. That's the plan. Everybody gonna come back alive. Probably with new friends, because that's what happens every time we leave for more than 10 minutes. All right. Well, if you don't need anything before we go, then I'm going to round up my merry band of misfits and we're going to set out to solve a prophecy or something. I don't know what we're doing. Bye, Mayor Cockatiel.
It's Kadri. Bye. And she just sort of waves like, it's not
What is
that
wrong with that
complicated of a
woman?
name, you know?
It's all right. Mayor Cheesecake and I are going. We've got a connection. It's fine.
What's a cockatiel? All right, so you walk off, leaving Kadri a little bit confused, but also grateful that the town's not going to explode or burn down. And then how much are you getting in supplies? Are you going for a trip there and you're going to resupply there? Are you going to try and go the whole way?
Well, being as we ain't sure where we're going precise, like I don't know that there's a town per se there. So we should probably bring enough to go there, wander around aimlessly for a while, and then come back. So, yeah, probably a month worth of supplies would
Okay.
probably be.
So we're going to call that a shin per 3 days worth of supplies and 30 days in a month. So that's going to be 10 shins each. Radius obviously doesn't need any food. However, he will contribute some to that as well. So we'll knock that down to 8 shins because he likes you guys.
And he doesn't want to
Especially
deal
the
with us
strange
trying
little one that clings to his ankle. Is there anything else you'd like to pick up before you leave?
I'm
This
here
is a
to do
general
the
question.
talking, so
I've got nothing that I can think of personally.
Okay.
Willow is sad. She got her rocket.
Ella's got rocket shoes. What does she care?
They don't go that fast.
Thank God.
Onward and upward.
They may not go fast, but they do go.
Yeah, no, I've mostly left Chips in charge of handling Numenera and bits and bobs and such like, so.
All right. So we're packing
However
up
much she decides we're carrying.
and we are headed northeast toward the Black Riage. So, if you will, and this is stuff for the players, not so much for the audience, but I don't know, maybe we can find a way to get this to you somehow. If you will go to the tab that looks like a journal, you will find in General Campaign Knowledge a section called Beyond that now contains an entry called the Black Riage. You can read a little bit about that, and then whenever you get there, we can read about Deland because it's there too. So there's that. We have, I will remind the audience of this. This is the vehicle that you are riding, the Tendril Crawler. that
Just as
is
disgusting
some
as ever.
sort of biologic Numenera-y thing.
Which absolutely will not terrify the locals.
Chips wants one of her own.
There
Chips
have
wants
quite
4 of her own.
possibly been worse things that have happened to the locals in the Steadfast than seeing this crawler. And that is not a joke.
So we will depart from our frigid desert and go towards this vast and imposing mountain range that splits most of the map.
You did stop by the workshop and collect chips, right? Because otherwise, you
No,
wouldn't know
in
you were
spite of the
leaving.
fact that I specifically identified you as someone who was definitely coming on this trip in order to prevent explosions in the Amber Keep while I was away, I somehow
But
managed to
did-
forget
but
you.
none of us said that we were stopping to get chips, though.
You just said chips had to go with you. You didn't say you were collecting chips, but we'll
All
say
right.
that you collected chips.
Get in the
Well,
goddamn
We can
car.
do that, or we can say that you lost a day. You get about 25 miles out,
Realize you
and
forgot
Your
chips.
chips not on anything.
finally your wonderful glaive, because he's observant sometimes,
Mhm.
realizes, hey, where's the midget?
Has anybody seen the tiny one?
Is she not chewing on wires or something down in the... Oh, this thing doesn't have a down in it, does it?
No. Did you stop by the workshop to get her?
I told her we were leaving and when we was leaving and where we were leaving.
Okay. And here's the thing. With
Is she
certain people,
in a duffel bag
for
or something?
example-
Did we check? Does this thing have a trunk?
I'm
There is no
fine on the stage saying that I wouldn't be having shows for a while.
but with certain people, a la Chip, you say, hey, we're going to do this. That doesn't necessarily mean, like, to her, that, hey, you're coming with us, come on, let's go.
All right,
You have
she
to
ain't,
actually
I'm going to
that-
go ahead and give you a group GM intrusion just because
she ain't in
I
any of
have
the
to.
luggage.
Let's go ahead and take an XP. And then make a perception check. Everybody except Chips.
Ooh, nice. It's a 19.
Perfect.
It's a 13.
Anybody that
10.
beats a 9 sees this. Awesome. You see a small head poke out from Radius's duffel. It is Chips's head.
Damn it, I knew she was going to be in the luggage.
She's his
It
purse
doesn't-
chihuahua.
She's
Did someone call me?
No, you get on back in there. You're fine.
Excellent. I'm almost done. I need
Get-
one more
get back in
screw
there.
tightened.
You...
And she disappears.
So we didn't
Oh,
forget.
good.
So what this means is we didn't forget her.
No, clearly Radius packed
No,
her.
Radius didn't forget her.
So, Radius, my friend, thank you for packing her into your bag like a little purse pet.
Should
I
we
have
get
no
him...
idea what a purse pet is, but. And then he reaches out and kind of pats you on the shoulder. I
It is
look out for
pet
you and
that
yours.
It is a pet that is small enough for you to carry in a bag that you wear on your person.
Should we get him a purse to carry her around in?
100%.
I feel like that would solve a
I
couple of
feel like
problems.
that would be the
Most
optimal
great.
thing.
Yeah, that would be easier than
Okay,
having
now
her
I'm
clambering
imagining one of
among
those
them.
like the baby slings or whatever. You know what I mean?
Like a papoose.
Yeah, or those the backpack ones that you can wear on the front of the back. That's kind of like it folds up over the back, and you've got straps that'll separate the arms and the legs and keep them in there like a sling kind of thing.
And that's what Chips is in.
I can absolutely imagine.
Doran has to. I'm pretty sure. Radius has to carry. Radius has to carry Chips in one of those, and Doran has to carry Thalo in one of those.
No, Thalo can carry herself through the air.
While you're
It's
attacking me
still
via
the same
string.
like crossbody sling papoose thing that he's got her in, but he's holding it like a balloon.
Yeah.
For Duran, I'm thinking more like one of those retractable leashes, you know, the
It is
powered ones.
100%. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no. 100% it's a retractable leash that he's got
Exactly.
on. And he has it on her at all times because he never knows when she's going to take off into the air.
I'll be right back.
That's
Hang on.
amazing.
Hmm.
All right, so you guys head out. Journeying north and east, you head into the Pytharian Empire. There is, for the first 3 to 4 days, you you have a general sense of what the geography is like, and you find yourself stopping in Farbron and Rarmon, and a couple of small villages along the way. The evenings are safe. You have a place to sleep. You know, the tentacle crawler collapses back into its backpack size, and Radius brings it in, and by some miracle, it's not dripping ichor and whatever, despite how it looks in the picture. And it's fairly comfortable traveling. It is not a smooth ride per se, but it's not any more jarring than a standard carriage ride. You know, they're on kind of spring steel on the crossbars for the wheels, and they bounce a little bit, but it's not every single rock you're feeling jarring. It's kind of like that. The tentacles move, and you feel that jarring when they do, but it's not da 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 da, right? Um, what? You're laughing at me. I'm here trying to be the serious GM and make sound effects, and you know, like,
Josh, you GM how many games, and you say you're trying to be. You're serious and you do a great job. But like,
absolutely
are
serious.
you a serious GM
Totally.
though?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Full of propriety.
All right. So yes, 4 or 5 days in, actually 2, 3 days in, I should say, you start passing most of the settlements that you know where they are, or that the Amber Gleaners are able to give you a map for. And it's on the fourth night when you finally make camp, that you end up about. Well, let's see this. How do you guys make camp? In other words, I don't know that we've ever been anywhere out long enough that we've talked about it, but from a group standpoint, what do you guys do? Tell me what you guys do when you make camp.
I mean, Annabelle's got a couple of tarps and a sleeping bag and find a relatively sturdy tree and we'll make do.
Okay.
I suspect
So you're doing
Chips
like
has
a
got
lean-to
some
or
kind of
something?
other thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Quartz, you appear to be talking, but there's no sound happening.
Did I mute somehow?
You're not muted now.
Oh, okay. The buttons on this little thingy, I think, are just too easy to like accidentally like tap the mute somehow.
I can't stand those. That mine. All of the ones I've ever had are the same way.
Yeah. But I said hammock. I think that Thalo would set up a hammock with lack of actual like bed.
Beachy and breezy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Doran's kind of a I'll sleep on the hard floor. I'll sleep on the ground with whatever constitutes a blanket.
It's a tea towel sized blanket that absolutely does not cover him in any way.
100%. Yes.
I mean, you probably have an actual blanket. I mean, it's not.
Maybe a real big leaf.
I don't think you're necessarily destitute or anything like that. But
No,
if you want to make it short, that's cool.
No, but it's
I
funnier.
like Quartz's idea. He found a really big leaf.
I'm down. You absolutely can find a really big leaf and sleep under it, because why not? That's funny.
His head is using a rock as a pillow. That's all. That's how that goes.
Chips is going to be watching all of this in befuddlement. Very, very confused. And then reach into a pocket, pull out a cipher, pour a little water from her thing on it, and throw it on the ground and pop out a house. Because that's kind of what she does. It's just pop out houses.
Show off.
You did take that plan, did you not?
Yes, I did. And it
She
takes
uses them doing
so
things all the
little-
time.
Yeah, and it takes so little stuff to build. It's just instant shelter. So yeah.
I mean, she could have done that before we all got ourselves situated.
No, she's gonna wait until after you're curled up with your leaf. She's set up a little hammock next to my tree, and then she just.
Chips has popped out instant shelters in front of the group multiple times.
Lots and lots of times.
So Radius will actually sit outside the instant shelter, just kind of propped up against the wall. And it's about, you make a fire, and it's about 8:30 or so, maybe 9 o'clock, you think, when you see cresting the hill a lone figure.
Look, a people.
He looks like he's approaching you.
Look, Annabelle, a people.
Somebody check me, but there's not really supposed to be people wandering about out here in the nighttime, are there?
Not as far as I know. No.
I feel like we're pretty far away from anything that's. Okay, I'm sure this is going to go real well and won't end with gunfire at all.
To avoid them coming close, do you want me to accompany you over there?
Well, you're the one who would have to be doing fighting. Would you rather do it nearer to the fire or further away from?
I don't want to risk falling into the fire just in case.
All
Can't we
right,
just
into
feed
the
him and
dark
make
it
him a
is.
friend?
Are you about to start petting things and feeding them again?
Yes.
You stay. Stay.
Yes,
Sit.
mommy.
Stay.
And while Annabelle
right.
is distracted, I am going to pounce Thalo and slap a device on the center of her back that's going to expand out along her spine.
Ah! What is that? What did you do?
Oh
Think
Lord, I can't watch
flight.
in both directions. Come on, Fisto. We're just gonna have to pray they don't kill each other before we get back.
And what Duran's gonna do is he's grabbing the string that he had tied around his wrist that keeps Thalo tied to him,
Phalo containment device.
and he is going to take it off his wrist and Chips it. Hold out your wrist. Hold out your wrist.
Chips will patiently hold out her wrist while still
And he's gonna slip it
attaching
around
stuff
her
to
wrist,
Philo.
and he's going to slip it around her wrist and tighten it. Make sure she doesn't float away.
Phalo is just like squawking and flailing as Chip's trying to do
Alright.
stuff. to her.
All right, Annabelle, let's go.
Let's go before. Oh God.
Josh just licks you Quartz what I put on your back.
Whatever it is, it'll
Oh.
wait until after we deal with whatever this is. Oh my God.
That will be much better than propulsion Roombas.
Alright.
It is now your artifact.
Oh, good. Ah.
All right. So you head out to meet this lone traveler. And as you get closer, you note that he is probably in his 80s. Very old looking, very wrinkly, but he stands straight up and he appears to be walking strong, although he does have a walking staff, probably as a useful tool. Carrying a
80-year-old
backpack.
Clint Eastwood, not withered grandpa.
Yeah, something like that. He's wearing a ragged cloak, but it's material that you haven't seen before. And as you get close, he slows and he stops and he waves. Hail, travelers.
Well, hello.
Hail and well met.
Greetings.
Comes a tiny voice from somewhere behind us. Oh Lord.
Because I was about to say, isn't Thalo kind of back at the camp with Chips?
Yeah, Thalo, Chips, and
then-
Radius are still back at camp doing something they haven't described to us.
But she
yet.
knows she's being left out of the interaction. So
She's just yelling, help!
Yelling at random.
Oh boy.
How fortunate to find other travelers this evening. May I join you?
Well, I don't suppose I see why not. We weren't expecting anybody either. What's your name, friend?
You can call me Storyteller.
It is
Not
a
unsettling at all.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Storyteller.
And you?
Doran Montserrat at your service.
Doran, pleasure to meet you. And he walks towards you and he extends his hand.
Doran reaches out his massive hand to shake him.
His hand is smaller than yours by quite a bit, and you can feel that
Giant robot fist.
that the loose skin that you tend to get when you're older, when the fat goes away and the muscle goes away. But his grip is reasonably strong, not like in a competitive way or anything, but it's stronger than you would think for somebody that looked as old as him.
Yeah, I mean, Doran's the same way. He's up there in his 60s, so.
But not like, oh my goodness, this guy must obviously be, some sort of automaton underneath the skin or something like that strong. You know what I mean? Like
normal
it's not
strong.
It's not out of the realm of possibility strong.
Oh, that's some grip you got, sir.
Thank you. Eating healthy and lots of exercise.
Yes, the exercise is what's good for you. Keeps you
The world is
fit.
a big place.
Treat your body well. It's the only one you've got. So
exactly. So,
and this is my compatriot. This here, and Doran kind of trails off for a minute here. This is Andabel.
Andabel, such a pleasure to meet you. And he extends his hand to you.
How nice to meet you, Mr. Storyteller. And I'm going to use my sensing motives skill to try and check out if he's on the up and up. Oh, and it's a natural 20.
Beautiful. He does not seem to be outright hostile. You would imagine that he would try and defend himself in a fight or something, but it's not. I mean, he doesn't seem to be sinister in any way.
Well, all right then.
So, Mr. Storyteller, what brings you out this way?
Well, I've been traveling the Steadfast for as long as I can remember and collecting stories. Trading stories, more like.
Boy, will you find some trade goods here.
I was about to say, trading stories, you say?
Yes.
No.
Well, come on back to the fire and Fisto, see if you can stop them from doing whatever they're doing.
Yes, come back to the fire. We will trade some stories with you. How's that sound?
Excellent. You lead him over to the fire, and he finally sees Radius up close and personal. Oh my dear stars, an automaton! How wonderful! Pleasure to meet you, sir. And he walks over and he extends his hand. Radius sort of takes it and kind of looks at him funny, and they shake hands. The pleasure is mine, I suppose. Excellent, excellent.
What are Thalo and Chip doing currently at the moment?
I'm a little afraid to find out.
Yes, what are Thalo and Chip doing at the moment?
So Thela was definitely struggling for the majority of the interaction, but then as soon as she realized what it was kind of like an immediate cutoff of the struggle. And the
Oh,
oh, what in the get unhand me, you little
Doron is going to walk over to Thalo, pick her up under the armpits, walk her over to the storyteller. Mr. Storyteller, is this here? He's my employer. This is Thalo. Thalo, say hi.
kind of baps. I'm Thalo Sarah Luna, the great, the ultimate, the best illusionist in all the land.
this is Mr. Storyteller, and he likes to trade stories with people. I figure you're gonna be a big fan of telling him all about everything.
Of course. I mean, I can punctuate the stories with my beautiful illusions.
How
Uh-huh.
wonderful.
Where's
She was
It's
right
been a
here.
very long time since I've seen someone that could do that.
Well, she's
And,
tied to
and
Phalo. She can't have got far.
he reaches out and he takes Thalo's hand, and certainly none as lovely as you.
Oh, well, I mean, I try.
And he looks around and he sees Chips and kind of squats down. Hello, young one.
Do not bite him. Do not bite him. Do not
And
bite
who
him.
might you be?
Do not bite him. Please do not
I'm
bite him.
Chips.
Chips, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am the storyteller.
Stories are good. I make things.
Do you now? Perhaps you'll tell me the story of something that you've made.
I can do that.
So, Mr. Storyteller, I have one question for you, if you wouldn't mind answering.
Yes,
What do you do with the stories that you collect?
I keep them and I share them. However, I will warn you that if I don't like the story, I'm going to feed you to my pet dimension that I keep curled up in my cloak. And he sort of pats the side of his body. You're not quite sure if he's kidding or
That's a good one. Good one.
Fascinating.
He leans over to Annabelle. I can't tell if he's joking or not.
Little column A, little column B. We better keep the stories mint tonight.
So may I ask you to explain exactly what that is?
Does your pet dimension have a name?
Cloak.
Oh, all right. Fitting.
And you're not serious about feeding us to it if you don't like the story, right?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes it's tough to sit through a good story or a bad story.
Stop
And he kind of grins at you.
I'm going to be completely honest with you here, sir. I still cannot tell if you are joking or not.
Well, don't worry about it. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Stop talking. Fisto, stop talking. Stop talking.
Yep, we'll do. Storytellers. Annabelle, should we have Thalo tell a story, or do you want to tell one? Both of you are the ones who are good at talking to people. I am not.
Thalo, I'm sure, could regale with mad tales and all manner of sparkling illusions, as that is her entire purpose for being here.
Boy.
I mean, also, she does other stuff, but mostly she entertains people, which is exactly what I need to happen right now.
How wonderful. And he looks directly at you, and he sits down kind of next to the fire and
spot
leans
you're on it.
forward in his, very attentive sort of way, and looks at you and waits.
Okay. So Thalo launches into the harrowing journey of how she launched out on her own and scraped by to create her entertainer career, going from town to town, amassing bigger and bigger crowds, working her way up to the glorious performer that she is now, punctuated with sparks and rainbow lights and all
Okay.
sorts of whoosh.
You said that. And
So-
he leans over to Annabelle. He leans over to Annabelle, quietly whispers, "She left the part out where she hired me because we wouldn't stop throwing food at her."
Phalo,
I
I need
know
you to
you're
make
right,
me a
but
persuasion check.
Please don't get us eaten by somebody's garments.
An inability
That's
in
going to be based on
persuasion.
intellect, and I'm not going to give you the difficulty.
I have an inability in persuasion.
Awesome.
Oh,
We said she's
Phalo's gonna get
entertaining, not that
eaten.
she's good at stuff.
Phalo's gonna get eaten.
So you can throw effort at it.
I do have 2 effort.
You
I
do
can
have 2
throw at
effort
it.
if you'd like.
Oh,
One,
boy.
both. It's up to you.
but okay, and then I'll do both. And can I also apply my stage magic that I'm trained in
Sure.
as part of that?
Absolutely. You can use that as an asset.
So, okay, cool. Let's see what happens.
Go for it.
Well, that's a 13. Eh.
He smiles the biggest, brightest smile that you've seen, even on all of your audiences that you've performed for. And then he claps his hands. He says, "How wonderful!" Gets up, walks over to you, and sits down next to you. He leans in close and he starts whispering in your ear. He tells you a story. And his story is about a young boy in some place called the Ba Adenu Forest. And growing up with these large tiger-like beasts around some ruins of an old civilization. And eventually, he found something that allowed him to become like the animals that he grew up with. And he was free in the forest. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like you to make a note that for the next 28 hours, one day, you have the ability to see in the dark.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
He looks around and says, "Who's next?"
Miss, all I do is talk. It's your turn.
God damn it. Well, let me think. What's a good story? My brain has immediately deleted all forms of narrative from my mind.
Once
Well, that's
there
no
was
good.
an ugly barnacle. It was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
You know what? No, that is exactly that is going to be the story that hopefully Doran will tell.
Oh Lord.
Be the story of the ugly barnacle.
I do not like green eggs and Galen, Sam. I do not like them, Sam. I am.
Well, how about this? Mr. Storyteller, do you know how the elephant got its nose?
No, I don't. Would you tell
Well,
me?
good. I would love to. Because once upon a time, Kipling's How the Elephant Got Its Nose from the Just
Beautiful.
So Stories plays
Okay.
on the great grassy banks of the Limpopo River.
I need you to give me a persuasion check.
That is a 15 on the die. I am trained in persuasion. I don't see any reason to put effort on it though, because I know I rolled a 15 and am trained in persuasion, so.
Beautiful. He claps his hands again. What a wonderful story. And he goes over to you and he leans in and begins murmuring in your ear about a Eon priest from uh, the capital of Iskabal called Mullen, I should say, who constructed an automaton that would entertain him daily. And the automaton did so well that a traveling circus came and stole it from him.
Oh no!
And he was never seen again in that city. But the tale of the traveling circus ends in a different country. They all found themselves changed into basically toads, is what you gather, small aquatic kind of amphibians. And the automaton wandered off and was never heard from again.
Well, it's not exactly a happy ending, but I guess most real stories don't have happy endings, do they?
Not usually.
Hmm.
Make a note for the next day, you have an asset to speed defense rolls.
Okay.
Excuse me, not for the next day, for the next week.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Aren't we?
He looks around. Who's next?
I have one potentially for you. Uh, have you heard of the story of the giant creature who did everything he could to save an entire species of tinier microscopic creatures that lived on a flower? It's one of heartache, it's one of doing what's right. And then he proceeds to go on and tell the entire plot of Horton Hears a Who.
Okay. Um, he looks at you, and as he's listening to this story, he looks like he's kind of struggling to follow it a little bit. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I mean, all right, that's an 18. And I feel like I don't need to throw any effort at that.
Okay. At the end of the story, he claps again, and goes and leans in and tells you a story about an angel that came down from heaven to a great standing pillar in the beyond and was unable to return to heaven. And he wept great tears for the remainder of his life. And that slab continues to have his tears drip down the sides in great black, oily liquid.
And as he finishes up the story, you can see a tear falling down Duran's cheek. Some people go through so much in their lives, don't they?
They do. You may add 1 to your might edge for the next week.
Ooh.
Would anybody else like to share a story?
What you think, Chipper? You got one in you?
Chip will look up from what she's doing. Huh? What?
Nothing, sweetie. You keep doing what you're doing. Righties, how about you?
Radius looks at the man for a moment and says, I dream of a place where there are many like me. We all stand around worshiping a strange being. I do not know that we are meant to do that, but I feel like I cannot help myself in the dream. It is disturbing. The man gets up and walks over to Radius, kind of squats down next to him, and reaches out and pats him on the shoulder. Perhaps your destiny is not yet revealed, my friend. He leans in and he whispers in Radius's ear, and then he gets up. Would anybody else like to share?
Tips, I think it might be your turn.
Does the tentacle beast tell stories?
No, the
Doesn't
tentacle
seem like
beast
it
is
would.
currently in a backpack.
It's in the backpack. Just squirmy little tentacles sticking out of the backpack.
Look, Chips, we all told one. So I think now it's your turn.
You do not have to tell him one. I will state that above table, that is a thing that is totally optional.
Chips,
Well,
did you
I
hear a damn
could tell
word any of us
stories.
said?
Maybe. I heard you, but it kind of, I got distracted a little bit.
I know, sweetheart. I know. There were sparkly things. You were screwing stuff into other stuff that I assume does something.
Explosions!
Oh, Lord. No explosions, Chipper.
But these
Telling
are good
stories around the
explosions.
campfire. No explosions at campfire time.
Well, no, this is for when Fisto goes to fist something again.
What?
The old man looks over at Fisto and snickers.
She's calling me Fisto. She's calling it fisting. It's because my nickname is a fist. And she calls my punching fisting.
He reaches up and puts one finger on the side of his nose.
Domo
Chips will,
arigato, Fisto Roboto.
Chips will launch into a tale about an Aeon priest and a forbidden love story.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Why is the literal child telling this story?
The steadfast version of spicy novellas.
Fabio is somehow on the cover of this story.
The Navarine version of Fabio. All right. Give me a persuasion check.
It's a 2. That's what it is. It's a 2, definitely not a 20 again.
I'm sure it's a 2. Yeah.
I made an 18 this time.
He claps and he walks over and kind of squats down next to you and thank you, young one. It's wonderful. And he leans in and he starts telling you a story. And
I feel
in
like we
a
should monitor her
very
intake.
equitable, we'll call it, fashion, he tells you a very similar story about a noble from Key, the capital of the Steadfast, and a couple of Aeon priests that she knew.
We need to monitor her media consumption better.
I agree. She's too young to be knowing stories like those.
Who has been giving her those books?
And immediately, Doran is going to glare at Thalo.
What?
She-
I thought I
don't
left
usually
them all-
write letters like this, but
I left all of my books in my wagon back home.
Has Chips gone
I
into
don't-
your wagon at all for any
don't-
reason?
What? No.
possibly regarding rocket boots or assorted other nonsense.
For the next week, Chips, you have an extra speed edge.
Okay.
He looks around at the 5 of you and stands up and says, "Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure meeting you."
The pleasure was all ours,
It's been
sir.
very nice meeting you too. It's still the middle of the night, though. I'm pretty sure you don't need to get up and go.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, he turns and he
Right.
starts walking off, and he's whistling as he does.
Okay.
He was a very kind fellow.
He did seem like a nice feller. I'm not sure about him leaving in the dark still. I mean, he seemed awful capable, but I don't. There's still monsters and dark holes and things out there, and then again, I'm pretty sure his cloak was some kind of living beast, so maybe he's gonna be just fine.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That thing looked unsettling. I fully believe it would have eaten one of us. Did you see it
rest-
moving when he wasn't moving? Because I saw it moving.
No,
That
I saw
thing
it.
was
Yep,
spooky.
no, yep.
The
Spooky.
rest of the night passes. You sleep or you go on watch or whatever, and uneventful.
Thayla
Pack
stayed
up,
up a
get on the
little too late doing things outside because she can see in the dark.
Are you flower picking? Are you? It is 2 in the damn
them.
morning. It
But
is
I
2
can
in the
see them right now.
It is 2 in the damn morning. What are you doing?
Doran presses the button on the retractable leash to pull Thalo back towards her.
But what's the point of having it if I don't use it?
You can sleep now and use it later when it's necessary to use it.
I mean, diegetically, I'm not sure there's any reason for us to be aware of the time limits or the bonuses, in fact, except for Philo, who probably noticed she could see in the dark now. So in character, there's no reason for any of us to do anything except wonder what the hell is wrong with her now. And since Chips was just like putting stuff on her that did mystery things.
Well, of course she's shown off the wing.
The what now?
The what now?
Wings.
Oh, you all don't know.
Joanne, get back on camera so I can yell at you properly. What did you do?
Well, you didn't see it in the chat.
No, we just sent you.
She
Oh,
didn't
that's-
send it to us.
It's
I made
Oh.
I made Philo light wings that sparkle and shine.
Like
Very
like
rainbow
butterfly
bright
wings,
butterfly
or like-
no,
wings.
it's in. Josh sent it to me. You sent it in the OOC chat, Joanne.
Yeah, I made light wings. A set of lightweight collapsible wings and harness built of adamant, silk, and azure steel. The spine of the wings is actually a strong glass terranium hosting the bioluminescence worms that power the device.
Oh wow. Okay. That happened. The last thing I saw
When
was
activated, the wings light up and
dancing
can carry-
alien. Okay.
So not only can she float, not only is she also now has basically a fucking jetpack.
A jetpack that is sparkly wings. Just so we're
Yes, the bioluminescent is important. At least
well,
for
at least
Taylor.
now other people won't ask questions when she starts flying away.
They won't ask us about the Roombas no more.
Well, those
I-
are the backup for when the worms get tired.
The worms get tired.
Oh, what a night it has been.
They can't glow all the time.
We've only got like 45 minutes left of the stream, and we've done jack shit.
No, we told stories.
We told
And
stories.
also Philo was Philo, and we lost Chips for a whole like 10 minutes.
And then she popped up in a bag.
Then she was in the luggage.
Well,
Radius likes
Okay,
me being
then.
in a backpack.
You're
That
easier to
keeps
keep
me
track
from like
of when
grabbing his
you're in a back.
legs.
You're easier to keep track of when you're in a backpack.
It's a lot
And
harder
I
to
don't grab
lose
his
her.
legs.
Yeah, I
mean,
feel like that's
also
just an
fair.
improvement for Radius. Just not having her climbing all over him like a jungle gym.
It's solutions, right? He's good at finding solutions.
Solution for keeping track of Chips, Radius keeps her in his bag. Solution for Doran keeping track of Thalo, ties her to his wrist.
I'm just gonna continue being the odd man out and feeling like that's
Hey.
probably a blessing.
so I have a question. It says, can carry the user and her equipment. Does Duran count as equipment when it comes to Thalo?
I mean, he is basically her weapon, isn't he? Isn't he basically her weapon?
Well, I mean, sort of, but I'm gonna say that your grip strength is probably not good enough to hold him
The
consistently.
wings would carry
No, but
him, but you
No,
can't.
but his grip strength
Fair.
is. His grip strength is. I mean, like I said, he's basically her weapon. You guys saw what happened when she launched him.
He just keeps throwing you at stuff.
I was just saying, I thought he launched himself from her.
Yes, technically.
So
Very
yeah,
physics. Very physics that was.
That was very physics.
Very physics.
magic physics.
Oh boy. All
was
right, so
absolutely
that
magic
was a
physics.
very, very normal and not at all freaky nighttime ghost storytelling thing that happened there. Now that
Was
the
it just-
sun's up, let's get back on the old trail.
Annabelle, was it just me, or were his stories very sad?
Well, I only heard the one that he whispered to me, but it was very on the depressing, and you were crying when he was done telling you a story, and I figure that means it was definitely sad.
All I told
Philo,
him was
I don't know if
about an
emotions work correctly for Philo. I don't know if
no.
she does sad
Oh, good grief.
properly. She doesn't seem to be sad about bad things happening to other people most of the time. I don't know if she would be able to judge
She's
that.
only sad when something mildly inconveniences her.
Shoves
Yeah.
backstory in pocket.
Yeah,
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if she could tell us either way. I think Chips might have dared him to do something. I don't want to know what was going on over there. And
I
Radius was
I
sad enough for any
never
4 people, so
I
yeah.
never know what is running through Chip's head.
Apparently it's just spicy penthouse stories and gears. That's
Yep.
all there
Yep.
is. Just a screwdriver and a copy of Penthouse.
Taylor, next
1924.
time, make sure that you lock up your smut when you're not reading it.
Yeah, I don't know how she got a hold of that.
It's like I said, it's Thalos.
She is like a literal child.
Not like I
Speaking-
gave it to her.
Speaking of,
That's worrying.
question for you: when did you get access to Thalos' erotic stories?
Or
She got it.
whoever's. Where did you find that?
At Amber Key?
Lock them up
Okay.
next time.
Okay.
Let's go.
When we get back, we will attempt to investigate the loose copies of adult material, which are apparently just flung willy-nilly about the base. Good lord.
Well,
Oh no, they were in the box.
what I will point out, okay, is that her story in no way contained a strong man that may or may not have looked similar to an automaton in it. Okay, so it might not have been Thalos. It might have been, somebody else's. Like,
you
I don't know,
found it in a
Kadri.
box, huh?
Are we implying that Thalo writes self-insert fanfic?
You are the one who
I am not
conjured a
implying anything.
Fisto Radius combo pack with handsome Squidward face going on, okay? That was
Yeah, in the
all
floating
you.
house.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
whose box of materials was it, Chipper?
It was in the floating house.
All right, I'm going to officially end this conversation
And
here.
Annabelle?
We are
Annabelle?
not
Annabelle,
Yes, Fisty.
was it yours?
She found it in the floating house. You know, the one with billionaire perverts living in it.
Oh, yeah. No, Chips, you're
We're
not allowed
done
to go back
talking
in.
now. We're done
You're not allowed to
talking
go back in
now.
that house. Chips, you're not allowed to go back into that house.
Who's gonna
Oh
stop me?
no. Oh
Well, you know,
no.
it was all about being curious. But anyway.
No, that was, oh boy.
You know, I was
Anyway.
about her age when I left my hometown, so you know.
I mean, at
And
least I'm not
became a
asking
space
about the
prostitute?
anatomically
What?
correct doll.
Oh, good grief. All right.
I don't know which one of you is a worse influence.
So day 4 dawns, and you head back out. It takes you another couple of days, but you finally find yourself at the foothills of the Black Riage. Your path tends roughly towards the line that is on the map right now. And you start climbing the mountain in this crawler of yours.
We've been making good time.
You have been making good time. It moves reasonably quickly. You find it somewhat disturbing how vertically this thing can go. Occasionally, it doesn't even care that it's carrying human. Yes, exactly. That.
We're going to need to install some seatbelts, Chipper.
Eventually, Chip finds some rope and ties all of you down or something.
Us and the luggage just strapped to the back of the tentacle monster.
Zip ties and toe straps.
Oh boy.
About midday on the 7th day, you find in a flat of the mountain a small crater. And inside the crater, you see some sort of spherical automaton that looks like it has spheres jutting off of it. Most of them are closed, but a couple of them look like they've been smashed open. There's occasional bursts of energy and reds and blue sludge, and in one case, tiny red insects. It looks like I always forget how to do this. You character artwork.
Where's you,
Show
magical
players.
picture machine?
There we go. It looks like that.
Oh, it's got a little sad face on it.
Orbs, man.
Chipper and/or Radius.
I want to catch it and take it apart.
Okay. Never mind. Just Radius. Do you happen to know what we are looking at right now?
He stares at it for a long moment and then shakes his head. I don't believe I've ever seen that before. It is fascinating.
Do you think we can get closer, or because it's got like glowing bits and stuff and things coming off of it? Is this a robots only trip, or?
He
I don't really wanna
shrugs.
send you alone.
If you wish, I will go alone. That is fine.
I don't really want to send you alone. Last time you went someplace alone, we had to come rescue you from a terrifying gear woman who met a horrible fate. So I'd just as soon skip that if we could. I just don't know how dangerous it is. And Chipper's not. Chipper's the one who knows all the things, but she's terrible at assessing whether or not we're all gonna die.
Much in this world is dangerous, but you do not learn anything if you do not look.
I will go with him.
All right, I guess so.
Okay. You get to be about 75 feet from this thing, and a small sphere detaches from it and starts floating your direction.
Oh, or it could come to us. That solves some problems. Or start some. Either way.
What are we doing?
If none of the robot specialists have anything, I'm just gonna wave and say hello to it. So think fast.
Okay. The small sphere stops and opens what looks to be an eye and begins projecting what seems to be light around you as it looks. It's like it's looking at you. Radius
Hello?
and Chips first, and then it goes over and looks at the rest of you as well. Are we doing anything with it?
Looking's free.
I am going to attempt to understand Numenera.
Awesome.
I'm going to move at least 10 feet away so as not to interfere.
And I am following her lead on that.
That is a
Bill-
difficulty 7 task.
Oh, excellent. I am specialized, so that will drop it down to a difficulty 5.
It is a difficulty 5.
I will throw 2 levels of effort at it, which will drop it down to a difficulty 3.
Okay.
And then
That's
I will
gonna
roll a
be
nat 20.
5 points from your intellect pool minus the number of eds that you have twice.
Yeah, I could do that exact same thing, but she did it the best it could be done already. So
She's gonna roll the dice to the most ridiculous number possible, so you might as well just let her go.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Do you want me to take a picture
The
of
rest
it
of us
and
are
send it
just
to you?
here.
we found a 20.
Yeah.
So that die's got a 20 on it.
Yeah.
Again. She's a witch, I swear.
It is just scanning you. It does not look like it's intent on harming. It does not look like it's intent on doing any sort of communication other than checking you. You as in your group, you.
Do we do anything? Chipper, I don't speak robot. What do we do?
I don't speak robot.
Isn't that like your whole
And
thing?
as you guys are discussing it, it turns and floats back to the larger sphere and reattaches.
Well,
I
guess
don't
it's
think
over.
we should approach that sphere.
At which point, the sphere lifts into the air and begins approaching you.
Like the whole thing?
Yes, the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Chipper, think fast.
I am going to open my arms wide to give it a big hug when it gets close enough.
Okay.
I am.
It gets to
I'm prepping my fists just in case.
I said,
Okay.
think with the brain parts.
It gets to about 30 feet from you and then stops. Another one of those spheres opens, a larger one, and by some means that you can't understand, a cube, a small black cube, probably a foot per side, begins floating towards you. It goes out, comes closer, and then is set down on the ground, maybe 5 feet from you, Chips, and Radius. At that point, the smaller sphere that it came out of closes again. It turns and it begins to float away.
Wait, come back. You have knowledge. I want it.
Is
Chip,
it in the box?
I think maybe we should just let it go.
What did it extrude? I don't I'm sorry, we're real far out of my bailiwick right now, Chipper.
It's a black cube. It is about a foot on a side, and it looks to be a metal that you have never seen before.
I am probably going to grab it and put it in my backpack with an evil little giggle.
Look at it before you stick it in your backpack. God damn.
Okay, fine. I will study it. And then, if it is safe, I will pick it up and put it in my backpack.
Okay. Give me an understanding Numenera roll. This, however, is a difficulty 9.
Okay. I will once more take it down 2 steps because I'm specialized in understanding Numenera, and that's as high as I can get. And then I will throw 2 more levels of effort at it because I can't.
Okay, so that's 5. Give me a 15 or better.
19.
Okay. You spend some time staring at this thing, and 2 things happen. The very first thing that happens is you notice that there is a sort of, we'll call it a rippling, almost like the effect that you see in a desert when the heat's coming off the ground, except it's just right around the surface of the cube. If you had to guess, maybe a half an inch. It's really not all that much, but it's everywhere on there.
So it looks like it's really, really hot.
Or something's distorting the air. You
I'm
can't.
gonna poke it with a stick.
You poke it with a stick, nothing happens. The second thing that happens is that as you're looking at it and see that distortion, you find yourself fascinated for a brief moment. Like, have you ever stared at something and just sort of gotten lost in your own head for a minute, and then you blink and you're there again, like, oh, hey, I was busy doing this, or I was thinking about this other, or whatever. and
So
you just
Chips
lose that half-second step
normal?
there. It feels like that.
So it's chips every day.
I mean, that's fair.
Fox attempts to mesmer Chip, fails due to ADHD.
I have never ever heard it described like that, but you're not wrong. When you write an adventure and you do a publication, you try and get the common things that people will do. They did not cover that. But you are not.
Chip's attention span is entirely too short for her to be seduced by the robot. But nice
whip out
try.
a pair of giant tongs from my backpack and pick up the cube so that I can then put it in my backpack.
Okay. You have an omni erudite cube, and I am not going to give you a description of it until you actually interact with it, if you ever do. But it is a level 9 artifact.
Okay. Chips doesn't know what it is. Joanne knows what it is.
I know. I'm going to give that to you so that you can put it on your sheet, and then Chips can do whatever Chips is going to do with it.
Man, is it
Chips
just
is
me
going
or
to
is the
wait
audio
until
super
Annabelle-
weird tonight?
Chips is going to wait until Annabelle and Fisto are distracted and then play with the cube.
Yeah,
Oh, dear
that's a fair choice to make.
Yeah.
Because we would stop you.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not lick the mystery box.
The two responsible ones of the party. The two responsible ones of the party.
Okay, well, I guess Chips has decided it's harmless. Do we want to go bother the big round robot anymore, or does that mean we need to leave it alone? Why am I looking at Chips while I ask this question? Radius, does the robot not want to talk to us? Is that what that was? You're distracted doing DM stuff. I can't have you do NPC stuff while you're doing DM stuff.
Yep, just a second. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We're good now.
Well, I don't know what I was thinking asking Chips about this, but Radius, does that mean we're not gonna try and talk to the big round robot again? Is it done talking to us because it gave us a box now? We're gonna leave it alone?
It appears to have delivered whatever it was trying to deliver and now is leaving.
Well, nice to meet you. Bye, I guess. Onward and I guess upward. We still have more mountain to go. Also, I would just like to say this tentacle monster has a very smooth ride. This is a much smoother ride than that Flintstones car.
Oh, I will agree with that 100%.
Much less bumpy.
Okay.
That's because my car crushes things underneath it.
Now, you are in the mountains. You know that Delend is in the mountains. The first day that you were in the mountains, you found the spherical thing. I need somebody to make me a navigation roll.
My nose goes.
I got it.
Somebody who can roll more than a 5.
This is a difficulty 6 task.
I mean, that's fine. That's a 17.
Not quite.
One off. Oh, actually,
yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, that's.
I have a chart here somewhere, but I moved
You
it.
think
Yeah,
Thela would
so
know where
it
she
would
was going?
it would need to be an 18, and if you're going to spend effort, you need to do it before you roll it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I get that.
So the first day, you wander around some looking, and you're not able to find Delend. Day 2 in the mountains. You are now on day 8 of your journey. Another navigation task, somebody.
All right, nose goes this time.
Aha,
That would be
Joanne.
Chips.
17. Chips will lean over to Thalo and say, since we're kind of looking for a town, wouldn't it make sense for you to just like fly up and do a scan around to see if you see any buildings?
Yes, that's a very good idea, Chip.
And she just shoots off like a rocket.
It's a good thing I thought of it. As she's flying away. But okay, sure. Thalo
All right.
zooms up into the air with glowy wings.
All right, so let's talk about the zooming up into the air with glowy wings thing.
Okay.
You can carry the user and equipment up to 50 feet in the air, so you are 50 feet up. And it will last you 20 minutes.
Better than a stick in the eye.
Up. Does kind of
Okay.
like an arc.
I'm
Maybe.
going to say that gives you an asset on your navigation task. If it had gone higher than that, I would have said 2. But let's keep it to 1, I think. So that's going to bring it down to a difficulty 5. Are you going to do anything else with it, or do you have navigation?
I sure don't.
Okay, so that's going to be an intellect roll.
Practical skills, philo.
If you'd like.
Philo has
or
very
you can
few
throw effort
of-
at it.
I mean, she wants to do a good job to show that the wings were good, so we can throw an effort at it.
1, 2, how many are you doing?
Just do anything to do 2. Like, I'm not losing any. Sure, 2 efforts then.
Okay, so that would normally be 5 points from your intellect, but you have 2 edge, so that is
Okay. So
2 points.
3. Okay, 2 intellect points.
Yeah.
And boop. I don't wanna.
What do you got?
Oh,
It's
dear.
a 3.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so that would have needed to have been a 9.
Philo is now very confident that we should go that away.
Yes, you are flying around, and you get the sense that you need to continue east. And so you guys head off east, which is not the way that you need to be going, but you don't know that. Day 3, navigation check.
Do any of us have the actual ability to survive outside of a dense urban environment?
I don't think so.
Seriously doubt it.
I don't think so.
19.
A 19.
Oh, thank God.
No, I cannot survive outside of a area. However, I can build a civilized area with my handy dandy backpack.
That's great, but not what we're doing, Chipper. Not what we're doing at all.
So as you guys are crawling around and um, looking for this town, Chips, you spot as the sun starts setting a glint of metal in the evening light as you're moving around. And the closer you get, it looks to be like a pyramid, like the top of a
Okay.
pyramid.
I will point it out to Radius since he's driving this thing.
He points the tendril crawler towards it, and you guys keep going. Closer you get, the bigger the pyramid gets.
Da-dum, 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 da-dum.
And by the time night falls, you see that this pyramid is actually floating off the ground by about 50, 60 feet. And underneath it, you see a city or town or something.
That ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today. All right.
Well, shall we?
Away we go, I suppose, to the city under the giant pyramid. Is
And
it a
looks like
triangle
that.
pyramid or like a square type pyramid?
It is a square type pyramid.
Mhm.
I don't know that I want to go under the pyramid because what if it decides to come down and squish us? I'm fairly
Cut,
squishable.
cut into the side of this valley, you see a town with what looks almost like a stairway up into the sky that sort of connects to the pyramid. And it looks like that. And you have
All right.
found Delend under the changing moon.
Look, we accomplished something tonight. Woo! Go team!
That yes, Chipper, we did. That is a whole ass new level of ominous though.
And that is where we will end our session.
Woo!
Yay, we're there. Go team.
and next time we will find out what's there.
For the majority of this session, we did jack shit.
We're playing my wrong cipher character for all this navigation. My one in our Monday night game is built for that. She's the forest person.
Yeah, you're right.
That's one of the things with Cipher. What's great about Cipher is you can really attempt anything and succeed. It's just maybe a little bit more difficult. So,
see, I'm just doing what I do best. I hit hard and take the hits.
And you do it well, Mr. Fisto.
Well done.
We'll end our session for this evening. We appreciate you hanging with us, and we will be back in 2 weeks to find out what our friends here can find out about Cord the Philosopher in the town of Delend and the Changing Moon. We'll see you then. Until then, our Citadel to yours. Happy gaming.
Bye.